Today I decided I wanted to make something different for once, so I decided to cook couscous and lamb chops with an Asian twist. The first thing I did was prep the chicken, so I cut this up into little pieces and I washed this and I seasoned this. For the marinade I used yogurt, cumin, turmeric, coriander, cardamom, chili powder, garam masala, fried onions and some vegetable oil. I added lemon and garlic, salt, pepper and parsley. I mixed this all together and then I set the bowl aside so that I could start working on the lamb chop. I grinded up some sea salt and some red and black peppercorns. I added rosemary because that goes very well with lamb. I sprinkled this over the top and then I set this aside. In a pan I boiled cardamom, cumin, cinnamon, mint leaf, a bay leaf and some salt. In a separate pot I sauteed mushrooms and padron peppers. Then I added the chicken. I also added tomato and tomato paste. This is what I'm using as a base for the couscous. I put saffron in some warm milk and then I set that aside. I poured the couscous over the chicken and I added all of that water with all of the flavor in it. Make sure you add enough salt because this is going to be a huge factor of how your couscous comes out. I added coriander, onion, fried onions and some parsley and lemon. Then I checked on my saffron milk and you can see all of the yellow and the orange coming out. This looked so good. I poured it all over the couscous and then I set that aside. The next thing I did was make a balsamic glaze, so I added mustard seeds, mustard, honey, raspberry balsamic vinegar and regular balsamic vinegar. I stirred this all together and then I decided to start cooking the lamb chops. I added olive oil to a hot pan and then I started cooking the lamb chops. After 4 to 5 minutes, I added butter and then I started cooking the other side. Make sure that you get a good color on there and that it starts to get crispy, and then add more butter and add the glaze. Then all I did was baste the lamb chops in the glaze over and over again until the lamb chops were finally done. Added chicken stock and reduced the sauce. Then I added some of the glaze to the salad. The couscous was all done, so all I had to do was plate the food and it was amazing. This came out so good. I have never made this before. I've never even eaten this before, but I definitely recommend this. Save this recipe and don't forget to follow me.